Wala kaming maibiflex sa sasakyan, latest iPhone o mga titulo ng lupa. The only thing we can flex is that wala kaming utang kahit kanino man, and all glory belongs to God. Hi, I am Donna, and I transformed by God through motherhood. Proverbs 22:7, the borrower is a slave to the lender. This is our principle pagdating sa aming pinansyal na aspeto as a married couple. To be honest, in the beginning of our marriage, nung hindi pa ako nagbabasa ng Bible, marami kaming utang sa co-op, sa tindahan, at kahit pa nga sa aming mga kapamilya. And as I look back, lahat ng utang na iyon ay galing sa discontentment ng aming mga hearts. May times kasi na nangutang kami kasi gusto namin mag-upgrade ng something. And sometimes naman, nasa-short kami sa monthly expenses and budget kasi inuna pa namin yung mga paggala. At minsan naman, gusto lang namin mag-reloan kasi tapos na yung loan namin. So parang entitled kami and feeling namin entitled kami mag-reloan kasi wala na kaming loan. Parang ganon. Ang nakakatawa lang kasi sarili namin pera, nililoan namin plus with interest pa. So, di ba, ewan ko na lang sa inyong analogy nung time na yon. Dumating rin kami sa point na pakuha na kami ng credit card, pero buti na lang along my research, biglang nag-appear yung pangalan ni Mr. Dave Ramsey na feeling ko way ni God to stop me from our financial slavery and dadagdagan ko pa ng credit line. So, amazing talaga si God ng time na yon. Sa hindi nakakakilala kay Mr. Dave Ramsey, isa siyang financial expert sa Amerika na against sa whole concept ng utang or credit or debt. Ayaw niya yon kasi biblically speaking it says that the borrower is always the slave of the lender. And there's another way to overcome the trap na tinatawag niyang baby step. Na kung gusto niyong malaman more about it, meron siyang YouTube channel na pwede niyong i-check and pwede niyong i-research para mas ma-aware kayo sa principle ni Mr. Dave Ramsey. And what I like about him is that he is a Christian na nag-struggle din financially. In fact, nag-declare siya ng bankruptcy sa sarili niya mismo. And also, that's why his advice is very, very reliable and practical and full of wisdom na I wish nalaman ko as early in my working career. But of course, gone are those days and focus na lang tayo sa present and future. Now, according to him then, there is no such thing as a good debt or good utang. Kasi pag may utang ka daw, you are developing a bad habit financially and that later on will leads you into addiction. Kaya naman, mamumuhay ka na lang na parating naghahabol sa mga bayarin. Now, by the way, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe naman kayo para ma-update kayo may bago tayong pag-uusapan. And paki-share na lang din sa iba, baka kasi ito yung kailangan nilang marinig today. Then, kapag marami kang babayarin, especially yung mga past expenses mo, tinatawag nating utang, stress will come and or conflict will rise between you and your spouse kung married ka. And of course, mawawala yung joy ng working nyo together because of your utang. So, it's not a good motivation at all, especially kapag nangungutang ka and mga past expenses mo lang yung pinagtatrabuhan mo. Imagine, nagtatrabaho ka in the present para sa yung past. Ganon. Kasi mas maganda kasi yung magtrabaho ka present para sa present mo and para sa future mo, not para sa past mo. So, parang ganun yung concept ni Mr. Dave Ramsey. But as I mentioned, usually, nababaon ang tao sa utang because of their discontentment. Pag may extra like bonuses and all, hindi sinisave for future emergencies kasi mag-upgrade ng mga bagay-bagay. Kaya pag may shortage na fund or anything emergency, ay mangungutang ka na lang kasi hindi ka prepared. And minsan naman, dahil hindi afford ang isang bagay like vacation, new appliances, or kung ano pa man yan, ay gagawa talaga ng paraan para panindigan or bilhin ang panandaliang kaligayahan. So, pamilyar ako dyan kasi ganito ako dati. My mindset toward material things was YOLO. You only live once, so get it, buy it, now na. That is why Dave Ramsey and his baby steps are heaven sent, and I highly recommended it to you guys or mga nanay to check him out if you are struggling financially. Go to the ant use laggard, consider it ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. From Proverbs 6:6-8. Ito talaga yung pinaka-favorite passage ko in the Bible in terms of financial aspects. Very, very, very basic and very plain, but plays a huge part towards your wealth kung ifa-follow and i-studyhan mo. Dito, inutusan tayo as a Christian na gayahin ng mga langgam in Tagalog or amigas naman in Bisaya. Kasi hindi lang sila hardworking for nothing, pero very wise din sila because they're storing food not for the present but for the future, especially on rainy days kasi alam naman nila na hindi sila pwedeng lumabas. At isa pa, alam rin natin na yung mga ants ay walang manager, walang overseer, walang agalon, pero nagtatrabaho sila because or for the future. And it reminds me of a certain children's story about tipaklong at langgam. When the rain days came, the grasshopper or the tipaklong had no food and he found himself cold and hungry kasi the whole summer nag-YOLO lang siya at pinagtatawanan niya ang mga hardworking na langgam. And as a Christian, tinawag tayong maging langgam. Working wisely in every aspects of our lives, especially with our finances. We should strive to copy Ant's mentality towards our money. So kapag may bonus, extra budget, extra money, or ano pa mga abundance ay dapat diretso ito sa iyong rainy days fund at hindi sa isang vacation or upgrade. Kasi, or maybe you're thinking kasi you only live once or you deserve it. But no, you don't. You don't deserve any of it. What you deserve is to be debt-free because you are a free man and not a slave of any utang by any sort or any form. And as a mother, that's one of my biggest goal, to train my children's heart to be contented in any material wealth. That anything under the sun is meaningless and eternity with Jesus is the ultimate gain above all. That yes, you can like something without buying it, na ma-enjoy ka na lang siyang tingnan ito. You don't need to buy it unless it is your birthday, Christmas, or you really need it. That yes, godliness is a great gain, but only when accompanied by contentment. And real contentment is easy if you embrace the fact that our real home is in heaven. At lahat tayo ay bakasyonista lang dito sa mundo. Contentment is not difficult. Instead, focus your thoughts into sharing and giving sa iba kasi hindi mo lang pinapakita yung pagiging isang real Christian mo, pero ito rin yung gamot para sa sakit ng pagiging isang materialistic. Pour to other what God gave you abundantly kasi malay mo, ikaw pala yung instrument ni God para sa kanilang answer prayer in life. This is Nanay Donna. Until next time. Bye!